All right, everyone, welcome back to Out and About. I'm Stuart, and this lovely lady here is Missy, and we're about to embark on a journey in Maine. We're going to take U.S. route number 1 from Portland to Eastport, Maine today. I have no idea how long it's going to take, but we're going to do that one because it's 10 or 9:30 now. We can't check into our next Airbnb until 4, so might as well kill some time and go on a journey. So let's go on this route. I'm really looking forward to it today. All right, good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful, balmy 40 degrees here in Portland, Maine today. And the time of this recording, what day is it, Missy? November...
Saturday.
I know, Saturday. Well, November, what, 24th, 25th?
I'm not sure.
25th, I think it is. Anyway, we're on our way to Eastport.
26.
Yeah. We're on our way to Eastport, Maine. We have one pit stop to make. We have to go to a Staples first because I need a printer.
Must be warm in the house.
Here, put that on there so everybody can see.
Well, they won't be able to see it.
And we're spying on Sarah in our house right now. You should message her and say, hey, we're watching you. Okay, we're on our way to Eastport, Maine today via U.S. route number 1. So last night we came into Portland at 4:15 p.m. and it was already dark. So we didn't see anything about Portland yesterday when we were coming through here. So we got a chance to look at it in daylight now. And I think Portland's a pretty nice city, Missy.
Yeah.
You're right on the water. You know, it's a nice city. We have to come back and explore more at a later date. All right, Missy, we got our emergency purchase of the printer. Now we're on our way to Eastport for what? How long are we there? 4 days? 4 days until we go across the border on the 30th of November back to our homeland. I gotta get gas though. So let's figure we need gas and we need breakfast. Those two things, right?
Yeah.
Not in any particular order.
No.
Okay, let's go. We're on our... Oh! Didn't see that guy there. All right, Missy, here we go. Starting our journey on U.S. route number 1 from Portland, Eastport. Today. It's a beautiful day, not too many clouds, so it should be a nice driving day today. Here's a question for you. Did you know this? You've been on U.S. number 1 before. What famous part of the United States have you been on? We're on U.S. route number 1. We were right by the start of the highway sign at one time. I told you about this last night. Let's see. Quiz. Put your thinking toque on, Missy.
I have no idea. Key West.
Yay! You got it right. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, so we're on our way. U.S. route number 1. So U.S. route number 1. One of these days, this useless trivia will come to, we'll be on a trivia game at Beef O'Brady's, and somebody will say, wait,
I don't know when that's going to happen.
Where does US 1 start and stop, right? So it starts on north and south end. So there's the northern terminus is at the Maine-Canada border, and the southern terminus is just off Duval Street in Key West. There you go. So next time you're playing trivia at Beef O'Brady's and somebody asks that question, now you can be the smart one and say, I know that answer.
Right.
Now, what city in Maine or what place in Maine does it start at? That we're going to have to research because I just don't recall off the top of my head. But I do believe it's up at the border for sure.
Yeah.
We'll put a map somewhere in this video here to show you the actual route that we're taking today from Portland to Eastport, and we'll show you the northern and southern terminus as well. So buckle on in, folks, and come along for the journey. This should be a fun trip today because it goes through Bar Harbor and a few other cool places. Well, it goes close to Bar Harbor, I think. I don't know if it goes right into the town of Bar Harbor. We'll see when we get there. All right, so Missy and I were on our way up to Eastport via U.S. route number 1. It took us along the Atlantic coast of Maine. Got to see all kinds of great East Coast villages and towns and cities along the way, with stops in places like Belfast and Rockland and Freeport. It was a great day. It was a long journey, but it was a fun day
And we had time to kill because we couldn't check into our Airbnb until at least 4 anyways. So we got to drive and see the beautiful countryside and seaside of the great state of Maine. We haven't driven this route before, and it was fun to stop and see all the cool things.
I don't know if you look over my shoulder right there, you can see Archie's head. Hey Archie, you getting a good view of everything?
Yeah, he likes it like that. Up high.
Okay, you can see his little head up there. You know, Missy, talking about good breakfast places in Maine. You know, the next time we do this leg and we stay in Bangor,
Yeah.
we definitely got to go to that one in Amherst again. You know, Lucy's little restaurant there in the general store.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
That was good. That was a good breakfast.
Uh-huh.
I'll see if I can find some footage of that and put it in the video here because it was really, really good.
So it was on our way to find a great breakfast place. We just left Portland. We're on our way to Freeport, Maine, which wasn't all that far away. So we're just coming into Yarmouth, Maine, which was settled in 1636 and is just a little north of Portland.
So we're in Yarmouth, Maine now, and we're still on the hunt for a breakfast place. I haven't seen one that jumps out at me yet.
I haven't seen it.
Missy's still coughing up a storm here, so hopefully she gets better soon.
So our hunt continues along US Route number 1, searching for a great place to stop and have some breakfast. We did find one coming up here, just on the right-hand side of the highway here, called, I think, the Freeport Cafe. Let's go check it out. But first, we gotta get some parking. It was a busy place, but parking was at a premium.
All right, we stopped at the Freeport Cafe for breakfast. Missy's already gone in to get us a table. The parking lot is packed, so I'm assuming it's going to be good if the parking lot is packed. So let's go in and hit some breakfast. It's a little bit of a busy place.
It is.
We're going to be here waiting for a while. See, that worked out good.
Yeah.
There's a big group of 8 in front of us, so we're next. So got the menu here. We're going to check out the menu. All right, what are we looking at?
Giant cinnamon roll.
Ooh. Are you going to have that?
No.
There's the busy working kitchen behind me there. So it looks like they're hard working back there making our breakfast. All right, so here's some local Portland hot sauce. Keno sauce. It's burning Portland since 1975. We'll try some of that on our breakfast this morning. Missy,
Yeah.
did you see the size
I do.
of this cinnamon roll? That's like a breakfast on its own.
Wow.
Look at the size of this one. I can't eat half of that.
No, I know. We're probably going to do half a pack.
Yeah, that's huge. Hey? That's kind of huge. Look at the size of that thing. Okay, so Missy just stuffed a big piece in the mouth. Now she's going to cut this little one up. But she easily stuck one out, like twice that size in her mouth. No, now she's being all nice because she's on camera. I think I spoke wrong. That was 1775, not 1975. So, Misty, what's the coffee verdict here?
Not as bad as most diners.
Now, so you like it here?
It's better than most diners.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean do you like it or do you not like it?
I like it.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, so Missy got our usual eggs Benedict with hash brown patties. How was it? And I got this. I got the same, but it's got home fries. And I put a little bit of this Portland hot sauce on here, Captain Mowat's hot sauce. All right, so breakfast is all done at Freeport Cafe. It was amazing. I have to say it was amazing. Yeah, highly recommend if you're in the Portland, Maine area. Freeport is a really cool place. I think we're going to be driving through there. It's like a town of outlet malls or outlet shops. Anyway, we're going to let the dogs have a pee, and then we're going to be hitting the road again.
All right, we're back on the road and we're heading towards Freeport. As I mentioned earlier in the video, Freeport is a town primarily made up of outlet stores. I think LL Bean is the primary store there, or the founder or creator of the town, or they assumed it from someone else. I'm not sure the exact history. But we were in Freeport a few years ago. We were on a Royal Caribbean cruise, the New England cruise up to St. John and Halifax and through Bar Harbor and Portland a number of years ago. In Freeport, we took an Uber there to check it out. It's very cool. You need to stop by here if you're in the area, especially if you like outlet stores. It's got all your, the outlet stores that you probably want to search for, like Vineyard Vines and Brooks Brothers and, of course, LL Bean, plus all kinds of restaurants and coffee places. So yeah, Freeport. I'll put a link here on the screen where you can check it out. So our journey towards Eastport continues along US Route number 1. We left Freeport on our way to Belfast, Rockland, Searsport, Machias, Bar Harbor, all the great communities and towns, villages along US Route number 1. And eventually we got into Eastport, but this is a long video, so be forewarned. It is a long video, and we really, at the end, really forced to get in because it was getting dark.
All right, Missy, we're in Wiscasset, which is the prettiest village in Maine.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can capture some of the prettiest village in Maine as we're driving through.
All right, so as you can see, our journey northward on US 1 continues. It's a beautiful day, not a cloud in the sky. Couldn't ask for a better travel day through the Maine countryside, seaside, along US Route number 1. It is very, very picturesque. Slow, mind you, very slow driving, but you get to see everything you can't see when whipping along on Interstate 95. So if you're in no rush, this is definitely the way to go.
So Missy, welcome to Rockland.
Yeah.
You know, coming into Rockland, you know what it reminds me of?
What?
What is this? This is a rock song. You and I, we can rock and roll. Where are we? We're in Rockland, Wonderland. We're in Rockland, Wonderland. We're in Rockland, Wonderland.
We're in Rockland, Wonderland. I'll put a sound clip right here.
Oh, okay.
You know that song?
Yeah.
You know that song?
Sure.
Kim Mitchell wrote it for playing at Canada's Wonderland,
Yeah.
Kingswood Music Theater.
Yeah.
Never going there? I don't know if you ever went there. It's
$4.
$4 concerts, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I saw the Stray Cats.
I spent lots of nights in
What else did
Kingswood.
I see? I saw a lot of bands there.
Saw Bob Dylan, Steve Earle, Kim Mitchell lots of times.
Yeah, I saw Kim Mitchell too.
Huey Lewis. I think who else I saw there. Saw a lot of shows there. Now I don't think they do anything there.
No. And it wouldn't be $4.
Wouldn't be $4. Anyway, we're in Rockland, folks. Archie, you back there? Hey, I see your head. What are you doing? Looking out the window? All right, so we're coming into Camden, Maine now. You know what, Missy? I'm shocked on this trip
What's that?
how actually built up US Route 1 is. And there's all these nice little small towns along the journey. Makes it a long trip because you're going, 55 down to 30, down up to 55 again, back down to 30, continuously. But it's a nice trip. Like a lot of, just a lot of older architecture here, and the Camden is no exception to the rule.
We hope that you are enjoying our journey northbound on US Route 1 just as much as we enjoyed it this crisp November day. Like I said, it's a beautiful day for driving. This is Camden, Maine. We're going to definitely come back here in the summer and check it out. Like things, also cities like Rockland and Belfast. We definitely want to come back and see all these towns in the summer and just experience it for a weekend. Check out the local food scenes, the coffee scenes, everything that this part of the country has to offer. There's no state like Maine, in my opinion, for just picturesque, laid back, and just things that you can do to really just enjoy without having the rat race going around you. So hope you're enjoying our trip northbound on US Route number 1 this crisp November day.
Alrighty, folks, we're coming into Searsport, Maine now. Well, why do I say Maine after? We're of course we're in Maine. Searsport. That's the name of this community here, Searsport. Another one of these classic New England towns. All right, so I thought we just take a little bit of a break and stretch our legs and let the doggies have a pee and go check out some of the waterfront here because it's nice. It's just really nice. I'll put a map right here exactly where we're at. We've been on the road for a few hours now, and I'm not sure. I think GPS says we have a couple hours left to go, but I'm not 100% going to trust that. Here, Archie. Archie, over here. Little chilly in Searsport, 5 degrees Celsius. I'll put a weather thing right here. It's that's about 40 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's a nice sunny day, but it's a little chilly. A little chilly today, but it is the end of November after all. All right, we're gonna get back in the car and make some more treks towards Eastport. The Chihuahuas, I got Missy going bushwhacking now.
All right, our route northward on US 1 continues, and coming up into the view of the camera here is the Penobscot Narrows Bridge. I hope I pronounced that right. It's a 2,120 foot long cable-stayed bridge that carries US 1 and State Route 3 over the Penobscot River. It connects Verona Island to Prospect, and it opened in 2006, replacing the old Waldo Hancock Bridge that was built in 1931. So as you can see, as we continue our journey, there's still not a cloud in the sky, which is just beautiful. It couldn't ask for a better day as we drive northward. We left Portland and we're on our way to Eastport, Maine, along U.S. Route number 1. And it was getting kind of late in the day, so we're getting really worried about available daylight. Because of this time of the year, it will get dark in Maine around 4:20, 4:30 at the latest. So we were starting to get really, really worried about how much daylight we had left.
All right, so Missy and I are going to call an audible on our journey here, just because it's 2 o'clock, 2:20 in the afternoon. According to the GPS, we still have 2 hours of driving ahead of us. If we took US Route 1 and went closer to Bar Harbor, I don't know how much driving time that would add on to the day, but at 4:20, it's getting close to dark. So we want to be parked at the Airbnb closer to it getting dark than driving that way in the dark. So we're gonna skip off here shortly, hit the Franklin Road, and then bypass a little bit of Route 1 just so we can just for the sake of time. So if you've been on this journey so far, sorry, you're gonna miss that state route or that US Route 1 that goes closer to Bar Harbor, which I believe is really pretty. But we just for the sake of time and all that good stuff, we have to just cut off that and hit 182. And head towards Eastport. So, but that's the audible we're calling, just because we don't want to be driving in the dark, because we hate driving in the dark. Plus, we don't know what kind of wildlife's going to come out: moose, deer, all that kind of stuff. So, we're gonna hit 182 and hit the Franklin Road and on our way to Eastport. All right, change again. We just put it in the GPS. It's actually only 2 minutes longer to stay on Route 1. So we're going to do the Route 1. And see if we can get some nice pictures on the way to Bar Harbor. Look at that nice little city. So, 2 minutes longer, so we're staying on Route 1.
Yeah, so we made the call to stay on US Route 1, continue our trip north to Eastport, and we're going to come through, or go on the outskirts of Bar Harbor and a few of the other towns in northern Maine. I don't believe we actually go right into Bar Harbor on US Route 1. We kind of skip by it, hit Machias, Lebec, which is the most eastern town of the U.S., and then we'll eventually be in Eastport. So I hope you enjoyed our trip so far, and this is a good little route if you want to take some time and do a little bit of sightseeing and see everything that Maine has to offer. If you're in a rush, go on 95 though.
All right, so we're plugging away here. We got about an hour driving left to go. We're trying to outrun the darkness. So now we see we're on the Hannah and Rebecca Weston Trail. Be interested to do some research on that and see what makes those two names significant in this part of the country. You can tell she's been in the car way too long. Nothing to say?
No. Yeah, that would be neat.
Yeah, well, I find it neat.
Sure.
Anyway, it's been a long 3 days in the car, hasn't it?
Yes.
With us two, plus the 3 dogs. And we only got an hour left to go, and then we're...
And I do have to pee.
Oh, do you? Okay, well, we're going to try to figure that out, how we're going to do that and beat the dogs don't have to, right?
No.
Okay, good. So we'll find a place and then there we go. All right, so for those who did not know, Missy and I actually, this is day 3 of our drive north from Myrtle Beach to New Brunswick. And we lost the other couple days footage. I deleted it by mistake. So we captured this part though, which was great. But yeah, by this time, 3 days in the car with us and the 3 dogs was getting just a little bit too long, and we were happy that we're going to get to Eastport and take a break for a few days prior to crossing the border in New Brunswick and heading home to our new place up here in Canada. So yeah, we got a little bit of journey left to go here. Then we'll be in Eastport, and we're still trying to beat darkness. But before we get to Eastport, one more pit stop, pick up some fuel at $3.79 a gallon, take a bathroom break, let the dog stretch their legs, grab a quick bite to eat, and then get back on the road again. All right, that was like a NASCAR pit stop.
Yep.
Gas, pee, go. All right, we are 54 minutes of driving time left. Our due-in schedule now is 4:25. Let's see if we can beat the darkness. So one of the last towns we visited is Machias, Maine. It stands for Bad Little Falls in Native American, one of the Native American tribe languages. It is just on our way there. We're not too far outside of Eastport now, and we're really looking forward to getting there, getting settled in. But this is beautiful Machias, Maine. Like, so one of these villages and towns that we definitely want to come back and visit when summer comes around and enjoy it in summer. So, while we've still got some daylight, Missy, what's your synopsis of today's journey? What?
The first half was better than the second half.
The first half there was a lot more to do. Yeah, for like more sea, more towns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So my recommendation to anyone is if you're in a hurry and you got to get from Portland to say the border, then don't come this way because it is a long day of driving. If you want to experience New England kind of towns and villages, up until let's say where Rockland, maybe a little north of that.
Yeah, where the alpaca?
We don't know where the alpaca farm
I know.
was.
Well, somewhere on Highway 1.
Yeah.
Right after that, I would get on the highway.
So let's say Rockland area-ish,
Yeah.
you know, somewhere around that way. Belfast. Belfast would be a good, drive Portland to Belfast, and then try to get over to, from there. The drive is it's a good drive. Don't get me wrong. But it's not super scenic.
No, well, they say scenic, but all you're seeing is trees now.
Yeah,
Like for the last, hour and a half.
So our recommendation is, I'm happy that I got to experience it. Will I do this drive again, knowing that I have to go from, say, Portland to the border? No, I'll probably stick on Interstate 95 and go that way. Now, will I come down here during the summer months or maybe spring or fall to visit towns like Belfast or Freeport and some of those other towns? Rockland, absolutely. I think that would be great to go and spend, a weekend in one of those places. There seems to be lots of great things to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're looking for a scenic drive and you want to, experience the east coast of Maine, give yourself 2 or 3 days to do it, because Missy said to me off camera, we didn't stop and take a look at all the scenic lookouts, and we didn't get a chance to see the chainsaw guy that she wanted to see, the alpaca place, so there's lots of things to see and do. Bar Harbor, so Route 1 goes by Bar Harbor, but it doesn't go into Bar Harbor. So if you want to experience some of those things, then give yourself 2 or 3 days and do it right. We just wanted to get in. Now we're pressed for time. We got 43 minutes of driving time left, and we're trying to get in before it gets dark. So yeah, I give yourself a few days of to experience it. 2, maybe 3 days. Take your time. Stay at some B&Bs or hotels or Airbnbs along the way, and really experience it. So we're going to wrap up our trip here. We got 35 minutes of driving time left to go. We'll see if we can capture as much as we can with daylight. Hopefully we got a little bit more daylight to go. And thanks for coming along on our journey. I'm Stuart.
Missy.
And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if we don't get a chance to talk to you for the end of this video, we'll see you in our future video.